Well, I said I wasn't going to stream on Friday. But old habits die hard. And if you've been following me on the Deep Listens Discord, which again, there's a link to subscribe to the Deep Listens Discord. It's just $1 a month. That's all you need to do. Please join. I've already actually beaten Snow, so I have a sneaking suspicion that the reason why I feel so lackadaisical about the guard mechanic and the pairing mechanic is because I think that the lag on the parrying guard system is like a second or maybe even less than a second, but it's enough to where it's off. It's off enough to where it's disorienting and it makes the guard mechanic harder, because I was able to beat Snow off stream. And it wasn't that hard. Like, I got about halfway on his health before I needed to pop my first high potion or X potion. Now, I'm going to show you, I did this off stream as well. I've completely played around with my schematas. So I made a paladin with plus 150 HP. That's not that great. It does hit okay, but this heavy guard ability is very good, especially for that weird vortex portal of death. I've swapped out the items for the Midnight Mauve with the resist item damage, or ice damage, combined with the just general magic damage, Bangle. Now, I played around with this one too. I have a light slash and an area sweep to boost the physical attack. Actually, should I be doing that? Because most of our stuff here is going to be... Now that I think about this, it would be better for me to put magical abilities, because we're only going to really be using Fyra. Nope. So I only have really Blizzara. Well, that sucks. Can I use Curse or Poison? So we're going to have to put Blizzard and be very careful not to use it. Because I believe he absorbs this. I made another one, which has 2 fires, actually 3 fires. Basically, this person is just general magic attack. This fire plus sometimes does just as much damage as the Fyra on the Midnight Mauve. And again, that's because we've just put in just a shit ton of magical abilities here. So basically the plan here is tank. Only this paladin is going to do is guard. Just guard. It has a charge strike, but I might actually swap that out. I might swap that to an area sweep. I find the charge attack to be pretty hard to use, or confusing to use. The physical attack damage is going to go down, but I feel like the it's just going to be more useful. Actually, now that I think about it, I know what I want to put here. I'm going to take the Lightning Strike, or the Spark Strike, from the Cloud and put that there. I think I've officially reached the point to where I can no longer just, like, fuck about and use the DLC costumes, and I've come to terms with that. Okay. Okay. So basically, that's the plan. Is we have a schemata that is almost exclusively going to guard. We have a schemata that's going to use a high or third tier, third rank fire ability to hopefully bring it down. And then we have, while it doesn't have Fira, Fire Plus with this high of a magic stat should get the job done. Now, actually, now that I think about it, can I save? Now again, this save right here where it's 2239. This has the save where I killed Snow. Okay? I can prove it. I can prove that I killed Snow already off stream. But again, I'm going to try and do it on stream. My hunch is guarding is fucking hard with the input lag while streaming. Now, I realize that that is a lame-o dickwad excuse. And my last stream, I was whining like a bitch. And I'm willing to say, I was being a baby. I'm willing to say that. But I am also willing to say that there might be an eensy bit of input lag. Now, we're not going to watch. I'm also willing to confirm that maybe this encounter is hard. Echo. Why is there an echo? Oh, I know why there's an echo. Give me a minute, please. Okay. Deep breaths. Happy thoughts. This is still going to be hard. Mark my words. This will still be hard.
You're asking me to kill you?
Damn it. Okay, yep, there we go. My little problem with that ignition...
Most valuable treasure.
Bring it! That all you got?
Oh, shit. I thought it was guarding on that. Oh, damn it. Not doing great start here. Oh, wait, no.
Going back!
Let the darkness embrace you. Your soul is not a plunder.
Ah, fuck, I mistimed that by a lot.
See the monster I've become!
Do you dream of death?
You holding back?
Hold it. There we go. Alright. Damn it, fuck. Yeah, use the high potion.
Let's make a show of it.
Finish me off!
Oh shit. I didn't realize that we staggered him while he was doing his special big fuck you move.
You can't leave me.
Okay, come on. Come on, hit me. Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. Blur, blur, blur. Boo-doo, doo-doo. God damn
Your soul is not a plunder.
it. Okay, that was a successful
Don't even try.
guard there. Damn it. Got it. Oh, I thought I had that timing. Ah, that I got. Okay. I think I have to, like, rely a little bit on the animations, and I'm not super fucking... Oh, shit, I thought that was Chaos something else, not the one where he gets a shit ton of buffs. Got it. Whew. Okay, getting a little... Oh, nope, this is the one that I was worried about. Got it.
Let's make a show of it. Time to change course.
Ah, shit. Shit. Come on. Use Pyra. Now, here's the problem. I am basically out of, ATB, I'm completely out. Let's use a high potion. Fuck me. Bummer. I thought we had something there. Damn it. I thought I also had the timing on that too. Nope, that's on me.
Let's make a show of it. Do you dream of death? Don't even try. Let's make a show of it. What's your most valuable treasure?
Do it!
I'm no thief. Keep up if you can.
Witness my most powerful form! Come get me! Is that all you got?
God damn it. Fuck me.
Give me all you got!
Got it. The timing is off. 1000% the timing is off. Yep. Timing is 1000% off in comparison to what it's like to play it not on the stream. Again.
You know my weakness!
Let's make a
Oh
show
shit.
of it.
Should I use overclock? Yeah, I probably should.
The darkness. Releasing. Thanks for waiting.
Come on, Savior! There's no going back!
Never dance with swords.
We got this. Yeah, we got this. Yep. It is that I can 100%. So I was, yeah. I can definitively say that the timing is different. Definitively say that the timing is definitely different. Ooh. Let's go to Kyuraga.
Time to fight back.
I should have blocked that.
Do your worst!
Yep.
Time to mix it up. Your soul is my plunder.
I don't need your pity!
Oh, ran out of ATB. Ah! Also ran out of ATB.
Let's dance. Go to hell. It's just a fleeting dream. Keep up if you can. Ever dance with swords? Our tears fall into chaos.
Fuck. I still think we can pull this off. I just need to not get shitty.
Don't even try.
Yeah, the timing is 1,000% off. So, damn it, fuck. I'm getting more guards, though, if I just... Fucking... Fuck you. Yeah, there you go. Fuck that. God damn it.
End this now.
Oh, fuck me. Completely out of ATB. Fuck.
Wonder. Ever dance with swords? Pray for the dead. Keep up if you can. It's just a fleeting dream.
Come get me. Pay attention.
Ah, I thought I had that. He's so low that I might just slop through this. Oh, fuck that. There we go. I didn't deserve a single fucking star. Woo! That was even my first try on today. Alright, so, yeah, I earned 1 point. So, a couple things. So, because I am streaming this, there's an input lag on that. And, that was significantly harder than when I did it off stream. However, we'll take it. I actually did it faster. The last battle took 13 and a half minutes. So, it turns out. Now, we are basically almost dead, but we'll pop a Kuraga. Now, this cutscene that comes with snow, this is some of the dumbest shit I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Or at least in a long, long time.
Chaos, it's disappearing.
Snow sure is something, isn't he? He swallowed up all that chaos and kept
Hi,
it
not Sarah, but
Sounds
totally
like
Sarah,
results
that
he
they
just
spoiled,
stayed
like,
safe.
in the first 10 minutes of this game.
And his only reward was to turn into a monster. How about you do
Hey,
him a
not
favor?
Sarah, but totally Sarah, how about you reveal to your future husband that you're Sarah?
It's kinder to put it out of its misery.
Assisted
Snow's
suicide.
gone, and you know what? The only hope for his soul lies in death. So that's it. Oh, that is good.
How far have you gotten in? I've only done, so I've done the community endurance run, which Dick David you recall, and I have done all of the story leading up to Snow, and we
You
have
know
gotten to
nothing
Caius,
about
but
snow.
I basically realized, yo, I'm not ready to fight Caius, and so I popped out, and we decided to just fucking smacking him into...
Who
This is so fucking stupid. I love it. Yes. Just slapping the shit out of him. It's the best. It's like they're referencing the best part of Final Fantasy XIII, which is.
I bet he really was relieved that you decided to wake up and get back to the world of the living.
But anyways, we have completed all of Luxurian in terms of the story.
He drew on every last bit of strength and threw himself into darkness.
We've beaten all of the Wildlands up to Caius, but we have not beaten Caius, and now we are officially done with Yusan, whatever the fuck it's pronounced.
I want to save you, make you free, but I just don't know how.
This is actually maybe the best spoken dialogue from the voice actor of Lightning yet.
If she was just here now, she'd find a way to reach and bring you back.
But we are going to the Desert Lands, where we get to have some fun with Fang. Zombie Snow fights back. I'm sorry, wasn't the whole point of Final Fantasy XIII that people can't become Seath anymore? Was that, like, part of the end of 13? Was that there's no marks, there's no Seath? Like, even 13-2?
No matter how much we wish she was, and I can't be what she was.
After your endurance run stream, I finally went back to the game. I restarted on PC and saw the end for myself. Totally worth it, even after a decade. Can't wait for you to see it too. Yep, I've been told things. We're only on day 5 and we've already completed 2 of the areas.
No matter how far away your journey took you.
The real question is if I can beat Grendel before day 7, which is when it becomes Grendel Plus.
Her soul is dreaming of being with you again right
This
now.
is the best dialogue, best worst dialogue ever.
Not here anymore. Then what is my sister supposed to come home to?
This dialogue, man. And you know what? These voice actors are selling their lines like their life depends on it. God bless them.
I need you, Snow, to bring Sarah
Okay.
back.
But we'll see. Oh, man. A lot of weird shit. This is the weird. This might be the weirdest numbered Final Fantasy game ever written. And I played too. But that's not a weird story. That's just a weird game to play. This game is weird.
Yeah, right. With that hair.
This is weirder than 10-2. This is more manic than 14.
Always were a hard case. I've spent how many centuries watching the world slip away from me? And even when I give everything I got to protect it, I don't get a single thanks.
I don't know why they give you camera controls during these
So I finally
cutscenes.
say enough
Like,
is enough. Look for a nice place to die, and you ruin that too.
Sorry about that. You were forced to hold down the fort a long time. It was my fault.
my god.
Don't get too cocky.
Yeah,
Listen,
Han
Snow,
Solo.
The world is ending, and soon there's no way for any of us to stop it. But don't give up. You've got to believe. Believe that even when
Just-
this world ends,
How?
a new world
How?
will be born from the
How?
ashes.
You've already said that the world is ending.
That's where we'll find hope again. It won't die with the world.
What?
I'll make sure that.
Everybody's confident that the world's gonna end. Why? How?
I know,
Who?
I know.
How
Just save the day. I'm on it, sis. Still the patron of Yusnan, right? You sure are hard with your friends, you know that? What if you killed me? We'd have trouble facing Sarah then.
I knew you'd be fine.
Fuck.
You're too stubborn to die.
God, this game is just dumb. It's just dumb. Okay.
Take care of Sarah. Please, help her find her way back. Stay strong. someday you'll be all she has.
When you put it like that, guess I got no choice but to do what I can. I don't know what I can really do. Sure, Lightning says bring me back. But would you even want to come with
Why
me?
is he still wearing gloves? The gloves but no
Coming
shirt
back,
look is
couldn't keep a
weird.
single
Yep,
promise.
because it's literally
You
being
still want me, Sarah?
eated by the checkerboard smoke.
Not like you can
Yeah.
answer me. So do I just wait?
I-
No, I'm gonna bring you home. Like a real hero.
You're still talking about being a real hero. And now he's gonna give his soul to, so as that we can give his soul to the Yggdrasil plant in God's spaceship. Welcome to Lightning Returns. Ooh, boy. That's some pretty impressive stat boosts. What's EP? Oh, that's extra points. Magic plus 28, Strength plus 112, ATB plus 10, Maximum HP plus 300, EP plus 1. Sure. Okay, so, yep, let's pop that. Nope, no. Don't want that. Can I not jump over this? I could jump through it, but I couldn't jump over it. Are they really gonna force me to use teleport? Fine. You win. I will use teleport. Where would I like to go? Jump down into the hole. That's right, the hole! The hole! How could I forget the hole? This giant hole that exists in his fucking apartment complex? What is it? That's his bed, and it's just, there's a giant weird hole? Prophecy of Aspiration. Okay. Alright. That's a weird thing to drop. Did you pick up the item? I did. Hey, Hope? I'm not Hope. Snow, you got a random encounter problem? Like, there's just a bunch of weird fucking monsters here. Oh, I should have swapped out my fucking schematas.
It's just a fleeting
Because
dream.
now I can't just summoner spam this shit.
Do you dream of death?
I need to summoner spam. I'm gonna use DLC spam. Okay. Did I pick up the item? I think you're right. I might have forgotten to pick up the item inside the room. Okay, actually.
Man, reminded me.
Okay, so we're good. Let's jump in the hole. Okay. Alright, real quick. Let's go back to the Cheesy Cheese DLC schematas. There we go. And Spear of Summoner. And I probably need to play around with these. Yep, I do. Let's put Spark Strike. And Area Sweeper. Fuck, dude. I didn't hear the dingle dongle.
I was the dingle dongle the entire time.
Anyways. How goes you? I thought you were playing Vermintide.
I'm playing Vermintide.
You are playing Vermintide?
2 monitors.
Oh. Are you having fun playing Vermintide?
Yeah, Vermintide's pretty good.
I'm just gonna warp out of this. I'm just got no tolerance for this. I've got the abilities. Why not use them?
Did you not beat Snow off
I did.
stream?
I did beat Snow
Yeah.
on and off stream.
All right, there you go. Gamer.
Shut your mouth. I don't need your sass.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here for Sassafras and Sarsaparilla.
Have you ever had actual authentic sarsaparilla?
Yeah.
It's actually
don't
pretty
care
good.
for it.
Well, it's very
It's a little
sweet. It
close
also
to
has that.
licorice.
You asked why Snow was a lessee. He's protecting the last Falsey pandemonium in order for the Falsey to create supplies for people to survive in the apocalypse. Yeah, I remember that. It just, I'm going to say it again. It's not necessarily that there's not an explanation for it. I am saying that it undermines everything that was accomplished in the ending of Final Fantasy XIII, and the ending of Final Fantasy XIII is like the only kernel of goodness in the entire narrative of 13. And yes, I realize I sound like a fucking crazy person defending 13, but
But
there's some good in that ending, in like the sense of finality with that ending, and that is worth at the very least, recognizing.
I have been asked if I would like to play more Borderlands this weekend.
You should. It's a very good game. It's one of the greatest games ever made. And, you know, it's one of the funniest games ever made.
Uh-huh.
It's a very funny game. It's got a great sense of humor.
What's the funniest adventure game?
The funniest adventure game has to be, it's either Monkey Island 2 or, like, King's Quest 4 or 5. Like, OG Bard's Tale. OG Bard's Tale is well written. I know you don't like Bard's Tale, but those first couple of Bard's
The original Bard's Tale is fine. Like, for what, like... Although I didn't realize that game had enough writing to be funny.
Yeah, we're not going to beat Grendel. Maybe you could make an argument that some of those early, post to maybe Zork 3? Or Return to Zork?
Are you a... I'm glad you haven't mentioned Space Quest yet. Like a sicko.
Space Quest just isn't fun. It kind of fits, Dixated not completely fits Snow's character. He repeatedly chooses to become a lessee, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, sure, fine enough. You could say that Snow's whole thing is, like, doing the wrong thing and needing to deal with the consequences and being bailed out by one of the stronger female leads. Okay, sure, that's a good point to make. Fair enough. Are you saying that you support this game's anti-man agenda? It's reversed sexism
Make
agenda?
those jokes too much, and you're going to just end up being like my cousin, who I'm like 80% sure is closeted gay.
What?
Who wrote...
What
this was right before I deleted my Facebook, but this was the same cousin who claimed with all seriousness that Toy Story 4 was propaganda against men and masculinity.
Wait, what?
Because Buzz Lightyear is treated as a joke. That symbol of male paragonhood,
It didn't.
Buzz Lightyear
Nothing happened.
of
Bad or
Star
good.
Command.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
What?
It appears that by mixing the poisons,
My dude, this cousin is also like way into conspiracy shit.
Oh, you have a QAnon relative? We all have a
Oh,
QAnon
dude,
relative.
a lot of my relatives are QAnon relatives now.
That would suggest a positive influence on your state of mind, just as I
No,
anticipated.
why did auto ban Dick Saban for saying that 13 is full of lesbians? What the fuck? Why?
Another batch right now.
You want me to test it again?
Of course I do. An alchemist does not give
No,
up the search for truth
yes,
because
the
of a
L
little
word.
setback. No, science must
All I
go
would
forward
say
with
is that
journey
it's hard
through
to
no matter
actually
what.
buy
And
into
you
that
will join me
because
on
this
journey
franchise,
as
like this
Sever.
series, is completely.
There,
It breaks
my
out in
new and
hives with this
improved
mere
concoction.
mention of
I
that,
believe it
you know,
will be
Vanille and
especially
Fang are
effective
lesbian
during the effects
lovers.
of poison.
Yeah, well,
Nectar Mark II. Use it
listen,
in your
Japan
next
has its
battle
own
and then
problems
return
with
and
gay
tell
people.
me how wonderful it is.
To put it lightly.
I think the only thing we want to do now is for side quests here. We want to talk to the guys that. Oh, fuck. Those guys, right. Fuck. Fuck this quest. I'm going to talk to these guys. I'm going to talk to these guys. I'm going to hear them out, and then I'm going to say, you know what? This is never going to happen. This is just never. It's never going to happen. Because this is an involved process that I am not interested in.
Did you see the blog about changes in Immortal Empires?
I did. I am excited.
I am excited.
I really hope that they've learned a lot from this. And I am hopeful that whatever they do, they recognize that. Okay, here's the real thing. I hope that they realize that it's not just chaos that needs to be changed. Everyone needs to change. And I think they do. I will give them that credit.
Yeah, but they only have so many resources to go around. Or
Sure.
they need to justify using resources with like a DLC pack, which is like, you know, Grom.
My only concern is that I don't want them to. I want them to be strategic about how they prioritize factions. I think there are some factions that desperately need more work than others. And, for example, they need to do something with Norska.
Yes.
Norska desperately
And
needs something.
They said this is not the Norska rework, which I don't know. I feel like that is somewhat implicit.
That Norska is going to be this half-baked faction for at least another year.
Yeah, well, yeah. But that also means that at some point Norska will get reworked.
Where are these fucking diviners?
I mean, I do like that they're making the devotion stuff actually semi-meaningful.
Ugh. I'm gonna. I don't have any patience to track down random NPCs that don't have any quest markers and shit. This is my least favorite part of this fucking game. I fucking hate it every single time. I know I always say that. It's like, hey, I remember this quest, but I forget where the people fucking are. Where are you?
Looking for someone?
Huh? Oh, yes. Yes, I am. My 6 friends.
No.
Did you lose them
No.
somewhere in the crowd?
They just disappeared and didn't even leave a feather behind.
No.
Feather? Ah. These friends, are they pet birds?
Pets? Absolutely not. No, we were raised together. Well, you see, the truth is, I'm really a chocobo.
Are you sure?
Oh, fuck.
Yes, I was born on a farm out in the wildlands.
Oh, fuck. I found the Chocobo quest.
Yellow, just like I was.
Yeah.
We lived together in a cozy
Meow
little
meow
house.
choco chow.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You're saying that you're not human, but a chocobo with wings and yellow feathers.
That's right. Well, I mean, I was. Back on the farm in the wildlands with my 6 friends. But then one day we were supposed to move to a new home in Yusnam. We boarded the cargo train bound for Yusnan, and that's when it...
How long is this
the
quest?
chaos, I mean.
You got split up from your friends.
Yes. I haven't seen hide or feather of them since. And the
No,
very
it's the
worst
same.
thing
Yeah,
of
it's the
all,
same. It's the
somehow
same voice
I
actor
ended
for
up
Lightning.
turning into a human.
It's just this is the game where she was allowed to have more to work with.
Searching for them.
I had to do something. I just have no idea where they might have
It's
gone.
not Jennifer Hale. It's it's the voice actress of Liara.
Yeah, but
Ali Hillis, I believe.
but
her
it's
name
the
is.
same actor. This is the same
Yeah.
actor.
I'm sorry.
Could you do me a favor? If you run
Um,
into my 6 chocobo friends, could you tell them what happened to me?
Okay, fine. I'll do the Chocobo quest.
I really can't tell chocobos apart, but I'll see what I can do. Now you're sure they're not around here?
Oh, yes, I'm sure. They aren't all grown up like the chocobos here. We're still pretty young.
A hunt for 6 chocobo chicks. Hope, is there any way to pinpoint them?
No, not with these sensors.
You're on your own.
City records, in case anyone's reported lost chicks. Bingo, here it is.
Ah, fuck.
6 reports and 6 missing chocobo chicks. Well, at least the numbers seem to match up.
Please help me. I need you to find my 6 friends.
She really seems to think that she used to be a chocobo. The question is, do you believe her?
No, Hope, I don't.
It's absurd, I agree.
I'm gonna fucking... What is this quest called? A testing proposition? No, that's the... Friends Forever. Brayden, we're friends forever. Because I'm never gonna
Sure.
let you not remember me. I'll always
I
be
mean,
inside you.
If you weren't saying that in a creepy way, that'd be a very good anime friendship plunge.
I will always be inside you.
Okay, see now you're just making it weird. Like, remember the anime where
Do people in the world
Boy
of
turns
13 eat chocobos? I thought we've heard of people eating chocobos.
I mean, there are no chickens in the Final Fantasy world.
Okay. First one will be in Augur's quarters next to a repairman underneath the fallen statue.
Then why volunteer to help?
Okay. I just wish that there were markers on the NPCs that gave quests.
Feel sorry for her.
Why does Japan... Brayden, why does Japan not believe that quest markers are a requirement in RPG? Am I just being a weird CRPG play the games just for the mechanics type of guy?
Gina would be like, I don't understand video games that are open.
That's one chick found.
Pick it up.
This little fella is lost? Well, if you have
But
to
I've
take
said
him back
before
to his
that,
friends,
yeah,
it can't be
as
helped.
we all know,
I'm gonna miss
JRPGs
him.
are for nerds, and CRPGs are for cool nerds.
Yeah. Okay, so
You
Augur.
found the first chocobo chick.
As a cool American,
Okay,
I'm all
so
like,
Augur's
I only want
quarters, Revelers quarters, Championships quarters, Gluttons Avenue. Ah, it's gonna be fucking... Please tell me no one's in the industrial area. Please, 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 please tell me no one's in the industrial area. So we're in the Augur's quarters. Yusnan Palace. So there's gonna be one here. One here. One here. That's 4. Central Avenue. Okay, the next one is gonna be where would it closest be? I forget. If you zoom in, nope, names do not pop up. Augur's Quarter. What is the Yusnan Palace? Is the Yusnan Palace? Yusnan Palace is... Oh, that's this here. I have to go back to the palace? Please tell me that's not the case. Please tell me I don't have to go back to the fucking palace. Why did I agree to this? Why did I listen to Dick Savid? Not inside. Okay, fine. It's just the entrance. Okay, by the guard near the entrance. Next to the guard all the way to the east of the palace entrance. Nope. Not inside. The soldier is in the garden out on the front right side. Okay. Why am I still being attacked? Why are there random encounters? Snow said he would stop doing that shit. He said that we were safe. Out on the right. On the front, out in the right. So, like... Out in the front, on the right? So, like, right here? Alright. Just inside the town, Snow has no control over the monsters in the palace. Just run further forward. Alright, I'll run further forward.
How's that? Tastes good?
There you are.
Oh, there you are.
Ah, good, good. I was hoping the owner would turn up. He was a hungry stray, so I've been looking after him and feeding him. Oh, but he's all yours now.
Not all soldiers. Cactuar Palace. I know exactly where that is.
You got 2. Now to find the other 4. Good luck.
Ow.
Hello.
Hi.
Come and get it.
Why is it not doing the dingle dongle?
Boop.
Did I disable my... Did I do something weird with my settings again?
Dance.
If you guys are gonna come inside me... wait, no.
It's funny because it's sexual. Oops. I said a thing I wasn't supposed to say.
Ready to face the angel of death?
Fuck the police.
Do you ever feel shame about the things you say?
No, clearly not. Do you think I feel shame? If I behave the way that I do? I mean, I get... The weird thing is, it takes me time to warm up to people, but once I do, I'm me like this all the time. Look at this gate texture. What the fuck? I say this every time. This game looks like it's held together with duct tape, and it looks awful in certain parts and looks great in other parts. But
it probably is actually held together by duct tape.
David, where are the fortune tellers? Oh shit, no, fuck!
From the Recreation and Leisure Committee for guests of the Augur's Quarter. Due to the incident that occurred during the freedom movement, all events in the immediate area have been
I'd actually... Outside the auger.
Did you figure out what the deal was with input lag?
Yeah, there's like a second or two delay.
Are you like... I don't know why that would happen. Unless you're like looking through the preview window.
It's kind of maybe something weird.
Okay.
I
mean, yeah. OBS.
OBS. I'm confident it's an OBS thing. Uh-huh. So Fountain Square, so Cactuar Palace, and then Central Avenue. Chaos? They're directly behind me? I passed them, though. Oh, nope, there they are. Right.
Savior, you have come. Your fate, my eye sees the truth. This is so, and always has been.
What the hell do you mean by that? Bound by your words. You think that because I came today just like you predicted, you have some kind of hold over me. And now you believe you can tell me what to do next. Is that it?
Yes, you must bend to our will. That is your fate. Do not fight it.
Fuck
You're just fooling
that.
yourselves. I came here today because I wanted to, not because of any spell.
Ah, yes. The illusion of free will is the spell's greatest strength. Now it is time to hear your next oracle. My eye has seen the truth. The 3 stones you must find and bring here to us.
Stones? As in some kind of gem?
Couldn't even make the crystal ball look round.
No, it's. I was about to say that looks like a.
This is a
early
late
2000s.
era Xbox 360 game.
It looks
You
like
put
a
that out.
PS2 game in parts. It looks like a PS2 game in parts.
That crystal ball looks like something.
Why
from,
is there
like,
something
early
obscuring
Unreal
this
Engine.
guy? Why is there weird furniture on the table obscuring this guy's
Find those
face?
3 gems and bring them back to you.
The chains of fate bind
Look at
you.
how bad that
Tempered in
crystal
heaven's
ball
fire,
looks.
by no force can
Look at
they
the
be
table. Look at the
sundered.
ornaments. Look at
You
the
must
candles.
do
Look how.
fortune's bidding.
Light, are you feeling okay? Those men said they cast a spell on you. Do you think that that's true?
They're charlatans. and
The lighting on that
incompetent.
crystal ball is
Magic
also
eyes
really
and
bad.
fools. That wouldn't fool anyone.
Yes, I know that I was told that this quest was worth it. It's just.
3 desert flame gems.
Man, this game looks awful in parts. It looks really bad.
Or I could find them.
No, don't set the fireworks
You're not
off.
serious about that, are you? You know as well as me we don't have to play their games.
It's green chocobo.
There you are.
Was this little one waiting on you? Because he's been here a very long time. I only know because I've been sitting here for ages as well. The fool I call my boyfriend is late again.
As Jeff would say, it is not round. That's a good one.
Light, that's 3 down. You're halfway there.
I did that one. Next one is going to be Central Avenue. It is in a food stand across from the innkeeper. Okay, fine, whatever. Actually, no, I'm going the wrong way. God, games that have stamina meters like this suck shit. I just want to move at a pace. Oh, I see. There actually is a little icon.
There you are.
Oh, does this chocobo belong to you? My parents found her, but I don't know where. Brought her home and said they were gonna grill her with salt. So I rescued her before they could. But if you're the real owner, then you should have her. It's only right.
Okay, fine.
That's 4.
Central Avenue. Go to Terrace Cafe next. Next to a lady sitting at the nearest table. Is the Terrace Cafe? No, the Terrace Cafe is where they sell the coffee. Right, okay.
4 of them. Only 2 to go.
That's going to be in Glutton area, right? Yeah, I forgot about that line. Yeah, the people totally eat chocobos in the world of Final Fantasy. Like, I hate to break it to you. Ah, there are dots on the screen.
I could go for a chocobo sandwich.
Didn't they do a Final Fantasy cafe where they sold like turkey legs and then called them chocobo legs? I seem to recall this being a thing. Like, there was a chocobo... Where the fuck is it? I heard it.
No, I'm afraid I don't speak chocobo.
Welcome. We have a puppy.
No, I don't want your shit. I want the
That's
bird.
One chick found.
Oh, so this little chick belongs to you. In case you didn't know, he's been... Well, you're safe now.
People really care about chocobos.
That's 5 chicks. You only need 1 more.
I wanted to use the Yusnan station to go home. I have quests in Luxurian to cash in. And I think I've just come to terms with the fact that
Can't find anything in the book of regulations.
There you are.
Wow, seriously? You'll take the chocobo off my hands? I found him stuck inside one of the luggage carts. I read every but now I can report in the logbook to the lost animal. Go on, he's all
okay, hooray.
That's it. Number 6.
You said something about coming to terms with the fact
That I am not going to beat Grendel before Grendel turns into hard mode.
Okay. I don't know if you dropped. I don't know if like your.
No.
or
I
you
just
stopped
got
speaking.
caught in like.
I mean, you beat hard mode snow.
I also Relkin pointed out the fact that I forgot to cash in all of these quests, and that my complaints about not having incremental progress. These quest bonuses suck.
They add
What
up.
the fuck is 10 plus 10 HP? What even?
Does that mean you get plus 10 HP?
You don't level up in
As
this
in-
game. You don't level up in this game by doing random encounters. You do it by completing quests. So this is your only
You
way.
literally just get bonuses to stats.
Oh.
You think I'm gonna fight the super boss? Very funny. Very, very funny. This is my least favorite part of this game, which is, so I did the quest. It doesn't automatically spawn you by the quest giver. You have to walk all the way back. This part of the game is bad. I hate it. I hate it so much. I think I've already said this exact point on this stream, but it bears repeating. Even though it will fall on deaf ears. And then I'm gonna have to run all the way back to the station to go to... Jebediah was a bullfrog.
He was a good friend of mine.
Mm-hmm. You got that. Someone got that. You remember the music that your parents used to play while you were doing homework?
Sure.
Parents didn't play much music.
No.
Only the finest quality here.
As far as I can tell, my mom only likes classical music and like a very specific era of 80s music when she was in college. So she likes Pink Floyd.
That's
and
music.
The Police.
Pink Floyd is music.
Listen,
There are far worse things for a mom to be in.
That's
too.
way better than the Christian
I like-
contemporary music my mom wants to listen to.
I've got some good news for you.
Oh,
I found all of your missing friends.
Hope someone gets my message in a phone call.
I was talking to a friend of mine just now who said that CCR is prog rock. It's like,
Oh.
I was like, have you ever... I took offense.
Don't use them again.
I posted some songs, I'm like, this is prog rock, and he's like, I'm not listening to that. Fine, but...
What? She said she was gonna turn into her normal form. Do I get to see it? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Did she really just turn back into a chocobo? How?
What is it?
How does she do it?
She's a
Like,
chocobo?
do you know what happened here?
Beats
Like
me.
a tiny
I'm
chocobo?
just as surprised about this as you are. Maybe
Is
the
she another
person
sexy
we talked to
chocobo
is just
lady?
an illusion created by this little one's desire to
Best
never
quest
see
ever.
again.
Best quest ever.
Think maybe Toriyama's into some weird stuff.
Hey, don't kink shame. This is a kink shame free zone.
And of course, I mean Toriyama, the director of this game, not.
Akira
So to
Toriyama.
say,
Not
You know what?
Akira
No,
Toriyama-
I will say that Akira Toriyama is in
I
some
know
weird shit.
Akira
also-
Toriyama's into weird stuff, but that's like self-evident.
And now those baby chocobos will be dancing there for the rest of the game. Forever. I mean, they're immortal like the rest of the world, right?
Yes, everyone is stuck in a
Wait.
state of arrested development forever.
Am I getting a panty shot up here? Am I getting... Yep, sure am.
Jesus Christ.
What? I had to know. What the fuck are you
I mean,
looking
look,
at me
you know,
for?
okay, so
Why
here's
are you...
the thing. I would also have to know. I just probably wouldn't put it on a stream.
You got that achievement in Nier almost immediately.
I mean, they... Look. The people who made this game are perverts. And I should know.
Could be worse perverts.
Listen, at one point, one of the people I play hunt with drunkenly gifted me a pornography game
I remember this.
on Steam.
And you know what? You were angry at me for gifting you Garf Kart. I gifted you Garfield
At least
Kart.
I played Garfield Kart. At least Garfield Kart is not like,
Pornography.
hey, this sounds deeply problematic. For his shit, you know, whatever.
Are you taking the train?
Sure. Why not? Let's go to Luxurian. Who gives a shit?
Hey, Roken.
Oh.
Why are all of you here? You have lives to live.
No, we're playing
It's,
Vermintide together.
well, it's 1 o'clock.
Why are you...
I'm not playing Vermintide.
You could.
I suppose I could.
I mean, you are awake.
You have a life to live with
I'm
happiness.
I'm aware.
I am technically living a life.
So do you only have one more boss left to do? Is that fine?
Grendel.
And you still have to beat Caius.
That's
Oh, so
not a
you
big
still
deal.
have.
What can I do for you?
How many days left?
Grendel will turn into plus mode very soon. I'm not gonna beat Grendel before he goes into hard mode.
Who is Grendel?
The one that you fight with Fang.
Don't even remember that.
For whatever reason, whenever I talk about this game, the Dune desert level is the one that everyone forgets about the most.
Yeah, there's not much there.
And yet it's one of the longer levels, because you also have the additional stuff with Saz.
That's everywhere, actually. Spoilers, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, Saz. What's his defining characteristic in Final Fantasy XIII? He's looking for his son. What's his defining characteristic in 13 too? Looking for his son.
Man, I actually liked his story, but they should have leaned into how completely fucked his situation was. Instead, they're like, hey, here's a cute little bird to distract you from how horrifying his predicament
How
is.
horrifying the idea of, hey, your son has
turned into a crystal and you might never get to see him again.
Oh, I mean, from his perspective, his son is either dead or encased in crystalline slumber for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
It's bizarre that
it's maybe the darkest thing in Final Fantasy history.
Yeah, I mean, the acts of genocide are maybe a little.
I mean, maybe on a relatable level,
on like
a child losing a, yeah.
As opposed to being like, oh no, one of my daddy was a summon, and now I'm half summon.
Oh no, the world is poisoned or about to be destroyed by God. Speaking of God, Final Fantasy XIII 3.
Is Lightning supposed to be some kind of Jesus figure in this game?
Yeah.
I keep seeing I've seen the term. I have seen the term savior a few times this evening.
Yes.
Yes, Lightning is Jesus. Her job is to save everyone's soul before the world ends. Almost as if this game might have been a Valkyrie profile game at one point.
Yeah, that's another one of the signs that this might have been a Valkyrie profile game.
I mean, also it's Tri-Ace.
Yeah, it's Tri-Ace also. But to get back to your point,
Something on your mind there?
Relkin, I feel okay about beating this game before day 13.
I'm sorry.
Oh, by the way, I have quite a story to
Oh god, this quest, right? I was warned about this quest.
I have Vermintide 2 up whenever y'all have a free spot.
All right.
Y'all don't have to quit.
We're almost
for my
done with
day.
this level.
I'll play one or two.
We're playing the weekly event, which has the HUD off. And it's fucked.
This sounds like a pain in the ass.
Yeah, we were doing Dark Omens too, the final DLC level.
Thank you for that
fucking
note, Relkin.
terrible Beastmen DLC level.
Sorry, I will probably have to ask you what you said in a moment, Zombie Pie. This is hard.
What? I'm talking to myself.
The order's inspection is coming up.
Ugh. God damn it.
No, I'm down. That Minotaur was in my face for a long time. Oh, we won.
Oh, good.
Citizens, lend me your ear. Eternal despair is the only end.
All right. Now it's time to find where everyone is.
Why is everything so far away? Why are these cities always so big? Everything's too big. Everything's too fucking big in this world.
How did you feel about Novigrad in The Witcher 3?
I feel like Novigrad is poorly paced.
I
think that's the actual problem with that quest line. It's not the environment itself. It's that
everything takes fucking forever.
It's that you just spend a lot of time running back and forth.
I like that you had to choose between some of the factions at play.
Yeah. I think the actual story stuff that's happening is pretty good.
Yeah, that's I was mostly asking ZP.
Look,
It's
if you
like
can't sell me any, why don't you
all
just
this running
give me
around. I feel like that's every city in every JRPG though. You spend a lot of time running back and forth between side quest givers.
Trying to think what's one of the worst cities in a JRPG. I think one of the worst might be the giant open room in Xenoblade Chronicles 1.
That's a good pick. That's a really good
It's
pick.
horrible. It's just one unbelievably huge atrium. That's it.
What you're after is gone.
It gets destroyed though. So
sounds bad.
Dear to you.
I
Irreplaceable bond of some
spoilers for Xenoblade Chronicles 1.
Who the hell are you?
A game you shouldn't play.
I'm just a kid that's always been a little bit more perceptive than others, that's all. For some reason, I can sense what people want and how they're feeling.
All right, Justin, you can jump in
My
now.
tears are therapeutic for them.
I don't understand how it is that your tears can help people with their problems.
Well, everyone's
Would you like one more hint about Lightning Returns, Chris?
What? Who?
feel anymore.
Do you understand? Do you know how to keep the stagger meter going?
So long with feelings of sorrow and despair.
They don't do a good job of explaining this one because, as we both agree, the frequency thing sucks.
Yeah.
But you may remember from 13 and 13.2, magic attacks will increase the bar more, but it will cause it to deplete faster. So you got to do an occasional physical
So you have
attack
to
extend it.
I figured that out. So you normally do like 2 or 3 pops of magic and then maintain the stagger with like a physical slice or 2 and then switch back and forth.
I believe you can't smile a genuine smile without being able to cry genuine tears. I just help them remember what it's like.
Dick's Avid, I'm glad to find somebody else that loves Lightning Returns, but I can't go with you there. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is the best JRPG the past 20 years. Said one person.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of people say that.
No.
That is not an uncommon opinion.
Have any of you played
I liked X more than 1.
I think so. Why
So you guys have played like Xenogears, right?
Yep.
So I think a good nominee would be like Tower of Babel.
All right, what do we want to do? Do we want to do?
And then there's some really bad shit in Nocturne.
Yeah, champ.
Let's do.
I don't necessarily want to do anything prolonged, but whatever else.
We'll
I don't really care what we do.
Or we could do a heroic deed. Who wants to do Skittergate? But when you go down, you instantly die.
Not me.
I will lose.
We get 2 Emperor's chests.
That's not worth it. Was Tower of Babel a town?
It's a dungeon, really.
Oh, okay, dungeon. Okay, I thought you were still doing the worst towns. Worst
Durlax
second discs.
Tower.
Xenogears definitely the contender for that.
Yeah. You know what? I like Final Fantasy VIII. But everything that happens after the fucking parade shit, there's a reason why people pretend that all of the post-Disc 1 stuff in Final Fantasy VIII is not canon.
Remember when they introduced that desert city that was like futuristic and then they stopped talking about it?
Esthar?
Sure, it had a name.
I say 20 years because the only JRPG. Okay.
Oh boy, that's a take.
That's a hot take. That's a genuine hot take. You know what? Let's give a round of applause for an actual hot take. Like if that's the hill you're gonna die on, that is worth dying for.
I'm over here saying Divinity Original Sin 2 is the best CRPG of the last 20 years.
It's not.
What was the hot take? Sorry, I can't see the.
Let me, and I quote, I said 20 years because the only JRPG better than Xenoblade Chronicles 1 released this century is Final Fantasy X.
That's a hot take. That's a hot take.
That's you record that on Kelvin.
Like, you're excluding, I don't know, you're excluding Nocturne, you're excluding...
That's a lot of Persona games. That's a lot of Persona games.
Is a strong contender for the rest of this
good.
It's phenomenal.
I need to play more of it.
It's incredibly good.
Let me tell you about fucking Etrian Odyssey 4.
The Giant Lands, it's pretty good.
Etrian Odyssey 4 specifically is a very addicting video game.
I think that game
God damn
is the best paced of the entire series. I think the way the classes are laid out is fun. I think it is the first game in the series that is like accessible without sacrificing any sort of
Without sacrificing complexity.
yeah. I've decided I like the big hammer more than the two hammer.
Fuck, I knew that wasn't gonna work.
You really just fucking
I use a big hammer as well. They're nice.
make them fly around. And then, you know, I have the... I don't know where any of the tomes are in this level, by the way.
First one is when you get to the big area.
Okay.
So is the second and the first Grim.
I'm trying to think what else. So, you know, I think
Tokyo Mirage Sessions is phenomenal.
I'm glad that you and I are on the same page about that.
I'm also on the same page.
I bought the Switch version of that, and I need to play more of it. I played a lot of the Wii U version.
Yep, that's what I played.
I liked it a lot there.
It's just so bright and fluffy.
And the combat system is maybe the best variation of the SMT combat system there is.
Stuff.
Yes. And speaking of Final Fantasy X, it does have a bit of that. You can just swap anybody in at any moment.
What are you doing here?
I mean, FF10 is a pretty good game. Like, I would welcome that as a contender in this discussion.
Oh, I wouldn't. I really don't like 10. But
It's
I'll be outvoted.
Also, like, Final Fantasy is, like, the most... It's always interesting to discuss which Final Fantasies people do and do not like, because no matter who you're talking to, you're always going to get different answers.
Yeah, it's a very, divisive series.
Yeah, the one that one person loves...
Where everyone's just like, yeah, just Vesperia. And then I play Vesperia, and I'm like, wow,
it's
first
bad.
10 hours of this game sure are...
The best part of it as well.
Yeah.
Just a heads up, it gets worse. It only gets worse.
Well, guess what? I didn't play that one to completion because I got tired of doing a 3-hit combo into an art.
Should I just play Berseria and then not touching the others?
Play Berseria. Berseria's good. But no, there are other ones are good. I think Graces F's combat system is fucking great. The writing in that game is bad even by Tales standards.
The combat in Zillia is phenomenal.
Yes, Zillia also has really good combat because it actually gives like characters specific like unique mechanics, and they all interact with each other in interesting ways. And there's the partner stuff, and
yes, the linking abilities together I think it is honestly one of the best action JRPGs in history.
I think Jude is kind of a dingus.
He is, but he is also an incredibly fun character to play.
Yes, because he's a punch doctor. He's a doctor who punches.
Do no harm, my ass.
Look at that cheap ass font. Fuck
But
this
yeah,
game.
also like multiple characters in that game are fun to play, which is not always a given in Tales games.
Yeah, the old dude was also actually a good time.
Yeah, because he's like a mage, but he also has throwing knives.
Mila, the little girl who I did not like as a character. She had like 2 completely different styles of play depending on
if she has her weird puppet out.
I hate that thing.
Tipo.
Sure.
And it turns out the puppet is just her is like a reflection of her.
You could say that.
Her repressed.
Yes.
There's nothing worth seeing in this desert.
Child something.
But they ain't the type that
The second tome is in a collapsed area over here.
Are they dangerous?
Okay.
They're just breeding grounds for monsters. Well,
But yeah,
home to some
and then I need to play Arise.
or something. The vessel that'll summon
Because
the
I think
souls of the dead.
I would
Open
probably
the
like
door
it.
to
People
the
seem to like that one.
afterlife. They
Also,
call
it's
it
the first
Holy
Tales game
Gravis.
in literally
Souls, you said?
a decade that has a budget. again.
Bunch of nonsense, if you ask me.
Okay,
No, it's
Braden,
first Tales game in, like,
for our podcast in which we review RPGs.
RPGs. Which Tales game should we play?
No, not which
Oh,
Tales
you
game.
mean Off
Okay.
the Deep End?
Yes, Off the Deep End. Remember to subscribe for just $1 a month to help
Did you
this
know that
pain
if you
train.
subscribe on Patreon, you can join our Discord and recommend games that we threaten to play?
I got them to
And then do?
set Lunar Dragon Song as a donation incentive.
Why?
If we get 50 patrons,
Because
we
they
will
need
play
to
Lunar
fucking
Dragon
know,
Song
Ralkin.
because
You and
DP
me, we
hates
know
me.
what Lunar Dragon Song is like.
I'm pretty sure at some point Yatsu told me, and it seemed like
you take damage
need
for
to
running. You take damage for running. And also, it's the whole. So, hey, what if people say Persona 3 is their favorite Persona game, and they are wrong. But what if
I respect that.
What if, how in the original Persona 3 you didn't have direct control over your party members? What if the entire gameplay was you not having direct control over any of your characters, and the AI picked whatever the fuck is in the menu? That's Lunar Dragon Song.
Sounds like a good video game.
Sounds like a fucking great video game. Instead of healing everybody, you just popped a potion 5 times in a row. You fucking dipshit.
God, if
While
all
I'm
of
in
this
crazy,
series to get
smite
remade,
mode, it heals everyone.
all this series to get
Mirin
remade over and over again, why is it Lunar?
Yeah, like why did Game Arts say
Why not Grandia 2 or something? Or I don't know, or just make a new thing.
Yeah, like why was that the most ported game of
Hey,
theirs?
Dick David.
Yeah. Also, our let's see, our 30 patron game is Ultima 9.
I actually want to play Ultima 9, but I feel like here's the deal.
I want to subject Jeff to Ultima 9.
But here's the deal. My only worry about Ultima 9 is if we record a podcast about Ultima 9, it's going to be 90% talking about the backstory and 10% actually talking about the game. Because
so
talking about Ultima 9 is way more interesting than talking about Ultima 9.
Well, yeah, because Ultima 9 makes sense in the context of it being a betrayal of everything that Ultima stood for. And also just like a mess of a video game and a mess of ideas. And I respect that. But
was I supposed to ignite that?
Yep.
Yeah, you were.
Okay, everybody come to where I am.
Yeah, now
I saw Koskia play a bunch of.
Is there a JRPG version of like Ultima 9?
Thought I'd start a... Hey, are you nothing that matters?
Why do people do this? Just get over to where I am. And you just have to sit here and attack here, and that's it.
Yeah, is there like an Is there like a JRPG equivalent to Ultima 9?
In terms of like franchise killing power,
Breath of Fire 5 Dragon Quarter.
Dragon Quarter is fucking cool though.
Yeah, it's cool, but it also destroyed that franchise. Why does nobody ever come up here?
Well, now I'm down here and I'm hemmed in.
Yeah, I know, but it's because the dwarf didn't come over here. It completely trivializes the entire encounter, but they always insist on not coming over here.
This music is good.
Yeah, it's a good soundtrack.
This music is good.
Yep.
Do the Kingdom Hearts games count as JRPGs for your podcast series?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Those are just JRPGs in general.
I will happily play a Kingdom Hearts game. We can invite M. I can be vindicated, and you can just be like, why why does the story make no sense? And I'm like, what are you talking about? All you need to know is friendship is fucking awesome. Darkness dwells in all of our hearts.
You would argue that Lunar Dragon Song is that game? Yeah, the Lunar franchise was like a very top tier B tier game. B tier JRPG franchise.
Lunar was never like the Ultima was the crown jewel of CRPGs. Ultima is the foundational CRPG in a lot of ways. Like that and Wizardry.
I'm trying to think. Honestly, to a lesser extent, Dragon Quest VII, they stopped making those games quickly because Dragon Quest VII was bad.
Dragon Quest VII did very well. Dragon Quest VII sold so many fucking copies in Japan. Which
yes, I know, but then they took a long time before they put out 8.
That was a PS1 game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And like the next one didn't come out till like late PS2. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it was 4 years. It was they took 4 years on Dragon Quest VIII. I remember this because it came with the Final Fantasy XII demo.
Behind you.
Alright, let me get this grimoire. Where the fuck is the grimoire?
Gotta go across the rafters.
Oh, right.
Swallowing up the land and everything that lives on it.
Any health up there?
No, just grimoire.
There might be some at the end of this street, though.
Yeah, Dragon Quest VIII is beloved.
Yeah, Dragon Quest VIII's great.
I have the 3DS version of 8. I would play more 13 if the music wasn't so overbearing in that game.
You mean 11?
Which one is an MMO? Is 11 an MMO?
10 is the MMO.
Oh, 11. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said 13.
They haven't had any luck, right?
I meant 11. That was... I don't know why I thought 13. Probably because...
You're playing...
Probably because Chris is over here playing 13.
What? Who? Who are you talking about? Are you talking shit?
No.
Always.
Okay.
Dead Dunes map.
Oh, Birth by Sleepover 2. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the David Stakes.
I feel like a lot of people rate Birth by Sleep pretty highly when it comes to Kingdom Hearts.
Here's what I would say about Birth by Sleep.
Justin,
is
come
I
to
think...
me.
Oh, the tome is...
I'm coming.
Well.
Which where are you? Are you with this guy with the hammer?
I'm all the way down here.
The other guy with the hammer.
Oh.
I have medical supplies for you.
Where
I'm
are
trying
you?
to look up maps with...
Thank you very much.
But I think if Birth by Sleep was not a PSP game, I would 100% agree with that idea, because I think Birth by Sleep has a really solid foundation, and it is fucking impressive what they managed to pull off on the PSP's weak-ass processor.
Is he still talking about Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, I'm still talking about Kingdom Hearts, motherfuckers.
Birth by Sleep.
Birth by Sleep.
I remember getting a hold of Birth by Sleep on the PSP, and I played that game pretty constantly until I got to the end of it, and I got to the final boss, and could not beat him for some reason. I don't think I actually went grinding enough. I think
also,
my character was under-leveled.
1/3 of the characters in Birth by Sleep is no fun to play.
Which one is that? The big dude that's really slow?
Terra is slow and he fucking sucks. Ventus and Aqua are both fun to play, but
yeah, the combat in those games definitely works better when it's fast. God, I wish this dwarf would stop shooting me.
Hey, Brayden. Brayden,
yeah.
You know what this desert reminds me of?
What?
The desert in Sword Art Online. Lost Song.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think about Sword Art Online ever.
Remember when we had a character with AIDS?
Yeah, I sure do. I sure do. Remember how those games are like deeply bad?
Remember,
I
like,
abandoned you all.
Anyway, Justin's dead. I'm leaving him.
I played.
That's okay.
I played.
The
30
dwarf over
plus
here
hours
was too
of
busy shooting
Sword Art
things.
Yeah,
Online
this
last
dwarf is very
bad at playing.
He spent a lot of time shooting at me this whole round.
Yeah, a lot of friendly fire.
I think the final boss of Terra's thing is hard. But yeah.
I have played enough multiplayer games where friendly fire is a thing, where randoms just don't care if they hit you or not, and
Yeah.
I am of the opinion these days that friendly fire should universally in every game, no exceptions, be turned off.
No, it's
No.
necessary in this one.
I feel like in
Right.
certain, especially like military shooters or like, I can't get behind that at all.
There's a universe where the .hack games became incredibly huge instead of Sword Art Online. Yeah,
I like.
Is that a better universe?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's less like rapey.
Yeah, it's less capital
Problematic.
A anime and like harem anime bullshit.
And also, I feel like dot hack sign was like for a lot of people their first exposure to that kind of like moody, introspective.
Yeah, dude, original .hack was also kind of
like
creepy,
dark.
Yeah.
Like it actually took the isekai element and made it serious. Although apparently, I like Ian Kelly and I consider him a friend, but he and I have come to blows over whether or not .hack is an isekai anime. To which I say, what the fuck are you talking about when you say it's not an isekai?
Yeah,
it's one of the,
it's a
one of those things
foundational
that like
text
seems
for the isekai
Yeah.
genre, and he's like,
but it
well,
seems
you can leave
ahead.
the world of .hack. That means that it's not a true isekai. It's like, what the fuck is kind of rule is
Isn't the
that?
point is that he can't leave it though?
Well, in .hack sign, but because there's no permanency in the ability to leave the video game universe, that disqualifies it from being an isekai.
I mean, tonally, it seems like such a different thing, though. I don't watch tons of. Actually, I don't really watch any anime anymore, but like.
Oh, look at this guy! I don't watch any
I
anime.
don't watch any anime. I'm a cool guy.
Tell me more about those thick old girls in that boomer shooter, Justin.
I didn't play Head on Blood Right all that much.
Mm-hmm. He didn't play it.
There is in fact like spicy art in
I'm aware.
One, right? I know this because the highest rated thing on the community tab underneath the game in Steam is like where to find the big mommy milkers demon picture, and I'm like, thanks, Steam guides. But I mean, isekai goes all the way back to like Inuyasha and Escaflowne, and
Yeah, Inuyasha would be considered an isekai almost, right?
It is.
Inuyasha?
Yes.
I thought it had to be like a video game world.
No, it doesn't have to be a video game world. It is literally just transported to another world.
You mean
Usually a
Inuyasha?
fantasy one. And Inuyasha, she goes back in time to fantasy feudal Japan.
I can't tell if this is like a problem with Discord or if you're pronouncing Inuyasha Inuyasha.
Inuyasha?
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Inuyasha. Inu means wolf.
I'm going crazy.
Yasha means demon. Or something.
How do you pronounce it? I don't.
Inuyasha.
Inuyasha. Yeah.
Inuyasha. You're saying the same thing.
No, they were saying with a W instead of a Y.
Inuyasha.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were.
Inuyasha.
Yeah, well, he just said it right there.
Hell yeah, man! Me and my buddies, we went to the Inuyasha, picked up some.
You know, down at the Inuyasha, them girls are just wearing bikinis.
You know, the Inuyasha, you can get like a pretty
They
nice
clean your
thing
car
of
for
beef.
only $5. You can totally see boobs.
I respect people whose anime baby introduction was Inuyasha.
I mean, I was watching
Now you're
Inuyasha
fucking me up.
in elementary school.
Yeah, instead of DBZ.
I mean, I was watching them both. I
you know what's a
watched
show that
Cartoon
aged
Network.
very well? Well, other than the fact that the creator of it was a fucking pervert. Rurouni Kenshin is still
Rurouni
pretty
Kenshin.
good. I wish that the creator of Rurouni Kenshin was not
Was
problematic.
not a literal convicted pedophile.
Well, wait, was he a pedophile or?
He was caught in possession of
Did
child
he hurt
pornography.
kids? Okay.
No,
so he
was.
did a thing that supported the hurting of kids.
Yes, he
Has
lots of porn.
advocated
Fuck that
publicly.
Oh man, why do I keep getting stuck in corners? I'm so fucking suck at video games.
Okay.
Yes, the guy who wrote Inuyasha. I mean, not Inuyasha. Rurouni Kenshin.
Inuyasha is a
Kind of
female.
a shitty.
No, yeah, the lady.
Yes,
who
I know.
wrote
Inuyasha was written by the I forget her name. Rumio Takahashi.
Rumio Takahashi. Show the woman some respect.
She seems like a good person.
Wasn't
She
that
loved dodecahedrons. She literally created the harem genre 3 times. Between
I did not mean to confuse her.
Ranma 1/2.
Yes.
Yes, Ranma 1/2 and also Urusei Yatsura.
Ah, yes, that thing I recognize.
Yes, they're bringing back Urusei Yatsura. This year.
Isn't the woman who wrote Sailor Moon? Isn't she still one of the highest paid people, like writing manga?
Yes, and also married to the guy who made Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
Don't forget Yu Yu Hakusho. It's just like the best shonen ever.
No.
I mean, I can see why you would say that. I understand why you would say that.
You get mad the second there's a tournament arc, which is the core principle of a shonen battle series.
Okay, the Dark Tournament arc.
Not the minute.
I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Yu Yu Hakusho is the best shonen
I
ever.
like that last season.
Mostly a joke. That last season sucks. But the Dark Tournament arc, I will argue, may be one of the best shonen arcs ever. So much good stuff in that arc.
It's
Where
pure
the fuck
uncut
do I go in
cocaine.
this desert fucking world?
Have you seen it, Braden?
I have not seen I
fuck
watched
me.
some amount of it when it was on Toonami. I have not. Oh, jeez. I done got grabbed.
I'm trying to get to you. There we go.
Hey, Justin, you should drink that potion.
Yeah.
Is it better for me to just warp back to the station and start over? Rather than try and hoof it on my own? Why is this world so big? Fuck.
You know, for a Barden that gets his numbers like he does, he sure does seem to miss every elite and special.
How did you get over there? Why is he shooting at me? I turned around and all of his bullets are flying towards my face.
You're the only one over there.
I don't know how to get over the other side.
You have to go through the house.
Well, I was busy being attacked.
Sorry, I knocked him off the edge. You'll be fine.
That's fine. Listen, kid, just get a couple scrapes in, you'll be fine.
That one wasn't my fault. I turned around and he just opened fire on me and held it on me until I panicked and slipped off the edge. But anyway,
follow the north path. It will save you time. Okay, fine.
Yeah, I kind of was just in and out of that desert. Pretty. I mean, I did everything you could do in the game, but I don't feel like I spent much time here.
Okay.
This world feels dead and empty, and it sucks.
Looks like Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Did I leave my home somewhere?
Yeah, somewhere.
Oh, cool.
It's fine.
It's fine. We'll get enough.
So you just walked. Both of you just walked past a healing thing.
Yeah.
I forgot. Oh, video games.
Who are you making fun of when you're saying video games in man baby voice?
Yeah, video games. Oh, women in video games.
They got rid of her vagina bones.
Light, you gotta draw back. There's no sense in trying to push through this sandstorm.
He sure does keep shooting me.
Yep.
I have to take the long way there.
I have to play a tankier character.
Oh, I see what you meant by north.
I think that's the
I see what
tankiest
you mean
version
by
of Trillium.
north.
Oh, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I cannot stay over there.
The way was
And then there's one on top of the tower.
You should be able to get through once the winds die down a bit.
All right, this is a bad place to be.
Shine hope in the future.
Yeah, because here's the thing, Justin. Your character's barely squishier than mine.
Part of that was I had just been picked up and I had half health, and our dwarf friend here had already shot me a couple times while shooting at things standing near me.
Go like this and exit here.
All right, time to get.
Okay.
So, like, I did die because I got hit by, you know, one or two dudes, but most of my health was already gone again because that dude had already shot at me.
Yeah, I'm getting hit a lot too. What do you have set for your level 5 talent, which is the temporary health one?
I think I have just stagger.
That's a good one for you, but I meant for Sister of the Thorn.
Martial Blessing.
Is that the one that just heals people around you?
No, that gives me temporary health based on the health of the slain enemy.
What's the other? Do you know the other one?
The other one is critical hits and headshots.
That one is actually pretty good because headshots are easy to get in melee. You just aim at heads.
And then we have to hit the fucking yeah.
I'd be happy skipping the other guy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back this way.
What if
You can get it if you want.
Be careful if you go in there.
He says having way more health than everyone else.
Yes, he says being completely immune to a curse.
It's why I should probably like proc curse resist on other
Looking for a partner?
Oh, wonderful. I have to walk through this to get...
Don't forget to say there are tough enemies around the corner.
And the problem with a dwarf that shoots this much is he prevents me from getting temporary HP.
Yep.
But boy, his
Why
numbers
I-
do get high.
It's why I don't think I play very much Outcast Engineer.
It's a very versatile class, but people who play it like this are very selfish. That's why I have not tried to save him when he inevitably gets himself hurt.
Well, considering how they've been tracking me, I don't think I'll need to introduce...
Meanwhile, I am a support class with really good support abilities, like invincibility, and everyone in the party gets 30% more crit damage. And when I'm in smite mode, everyone gets healed when I kill things.
We'll meet face to face soon enough.
Anyway, it's time to fight Poop Poop. Hail.
Bhakti's oil? Oh. Yeah, this is just basically the fucking level we're all... Okay, yeah. I know that this is where you meet Fang, but they really do lay it on thick like that. That is the weird part. What the fuck? Okay, fine. I'll roll with it.
This desert looks like it has fewer features than the desert in Final Fantasy XII.
Oh god, but the desert in Final Fantasy XII is so oppressive.
Yeah, the
Any of
multiple
them.
deserts in 12.
The desert,
All of them.
desert in 12 is so oppressively boring and fucking slow. Oh my god.
Don't you love having a fast forward button?
The fact that you have to play that game basically quadruple speed to play it at a decent clip is such...
Oh yeah.
Is so
I
emblematic.
played through that game almost doing everything on a PS2.
Yeah.
Had a great time.
I did as well. It was fine.
I don't...
I don't know, I kind of just got into a... Oh shit.
I will say this, I think that it is one of the best stories I think they've written in a very long time.
It has some of the best minute dialogue of any Final
best
Fantasy.
voice acting, best dialogue,
Yep.
best... Just, the story is good once it's done, like, emulating Star Wars. And actually does... Like, basically...
villain?
Yeah, it has a very good villain.
Oh, hey, puppy.
When Larsa...
Who wants to
Larsa's...
jump on my lap today?
Like, I find the Larsa stuff to be more entertaining than anything they do with fucking...
Lars is the really nice hair bad guy, right?
No,
he's
Larsa
Vayne.
is the
Really nice
younger
hair bad
brother.
guy. Lars is his younger brother.
But yeah, Vayne.
So don't be surprised if I
But-
wake up at knife point, is that it?
They decided to pick the wrong character to be the protagonist, and it sucks shit.
Unusual to see a traveler around these parts.
Oh,
This is
this
rough.
fight.
It used to be a real town once, but
This fight, if you do not beat him quickly, fucking sucks. Alright, time to get...
I've beaten this guy before he'd finished a single cycle before. It was very nice.
Yeah, but we're not playing as, like, assassin characters.
No, we have 2 tanks.
I can pick different...
I'm down. I was thrown back into an enemy.
Alright, come here.
So you're the new seed hunter, huh? The job isn't easy, let me tell you. I've warned you.
Ah!
Once you've got your hands, we pay good money.
Fuck!
Looks like you had.
You'll get there. you could use your ult in a second.
It appears that you aren't one of those executors of the greatest rivals. They'll never get it if they...
This is almost like they decided to make a Mad Max game, but it's bad.
Alright, I'm gonna get...
I am bugged.
It's like...
No. I could literally do nothing.
I'd say definitely criminal is closer. At least there's not much of
Ah,
a dress code, other than looking like a thief.
I got you. Alright, just...
See, I like Bounty Hunter, but the problem with Bounty Hunter is that squishy.
That's why you just never take damage.
Okay, whatever.
Oh boy.
Whereas the great thing about Warrior Priest is you can take damage forever. Oh, hey! Hey, puppy!
Theoretically, we should have been able to beat that boss real quick, but for some reason our
Dog has
crank
just-
gun...
Yeah.
Crank gun fanatic suddenly stopped being able to use it for some reason.
Nope. There's a dog licking my face. He was kissing me on the mouth like a European.
What did you just say about your dog?
Hey, what's with the sourpuss? You don't have a complaint about my finest.
It's my mistake for keeping my door open and making myself
Go somewhere else if you don't like.
If you insist, I will.
accessible and
You're not the only
approachable.
merchant around.
That's where you're wrong, Missy. Far as I know, this is the only shop in the desert. There was one other fella, but he couldn't cut it. Lost all his drive to sell out here. When that happens,
I think that's enough Vermintide for me.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
This has just been my fucking brain off game for a bit.
It's a very good brain off game.
He thought he'd make a real name for himself.
It's been a weird last couple of weeks.
He lost sight of his dream and his business.
sounds good for you.
How's the desert going? Zombie fire.
They say gather information about the Claves and.
Didn't mean to offend you. What's there to get so worked up about anyway?
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
I got an Emperor's chest.
Yay.
It's not like he'd ever been a threat to my business anyway.
Have you gotten up to power 300 yet, Justin?
I'm done talking about him.
I don't think so. I think I'm still in the hundreds.
Oh, jeez. You gotta open more chests.
He was a pretty strange guy, wasn't he? But if
Is there a way to return the keep with that and skip this time left thing?
you'll have to count on him for help.
When
It
everyone
requires
says
everybody click it.
Yeah.
Somebody always doesn't.
I don't know what my power level is.
This is a long black screen.
What do you
Oh,
want?
he's just licking me right in the nose.
What do you want me to do, game? What am I supposed to do? I'm talking to everybody.
Get Bacte's oil.
I got 2 units of Bhakti's
That
oil.
kid just gives you the creeps. You know what I mean? He first came here
I
to
do
the
remember
desert.
Bhakti. I got the
Yeah,
achievement for
Shakti. She's one of my favorite Jedi masters.
Bhakti. Brayden, don't push me. Don't push me.
baiting you.
Don't push
I'm
me.
baiting you.
Jedi
Don't-
woke.
don't.
There's no noint anymore.
What are you doing?
Oh, why is it? Did it just kick me? It just kicked me.
Okay. Well, I was gonna call it here anyway. For
Yeah.
Vermintide.
I want to find out what my power level is first.
Yeah, you just go into your inventory and it'll bring it
Oh,
up.
495.
Yeah, no. Maximum is 650.
Okay.
Of course I can.
Let's open these. I thought
Don't
it was a
have any
lot
info about any treasure
lower than
that's worth
that.
Looking for. I've got no interest in it. Bufad to you.
Doesn't seem
Oh,
like
it's your
many people
combined.
choose to live out here unless they're after treasure. So,
Yeah.
What's your story?
Meave B. Lee. The
Hey,
world's
Zombie, you ever
most
think about how every
right?
child in this
Is
game
that
is
the
actually
case?
like
What's the point
centuries
in having
old?
dreams or
Yeah.
working hard?
I think that's how they
Sitting
excuse the
around
fact
waiting
that
for
they
the
use
end is
nothing
the
but
best
adult
idea you could
actors
come
for
up with.
this game.
Nice way to
Kids.
spend your last days.
Well, yeah.
Hey Braden,
it's
remember that
boring,
part where
but
we were
nothing I
doing a
do
side
now
quest
makes any
and
sort of
Lightning
difference
misgendered
anyway,
a
so
female
why
person?
bother?
Yep.
No matter how much I
And
might
then they played it for
unravel
comedy?
mysteries of the past, none
Yeah.
of these bandits care. They don't even
Because
listen
she's
to
a
my
girl with
findings.
short hair.
Trowan even nice to Amsterdam.
I get that
That's
it's hard
comedy.
to stay motivated when no one
I mean,
appreciates
speaking
what
as
you
a boy
do.
who had
I'd say
long
so.
hair for a long
If you
time,
get
I
it,
got
why are you
confused.
giving me a hard time?
You know what would have
At
made
some
this
point, it's
this
not a
whole
big deal.
character
With all
speaking
of
in a cipher way better is if
Just all my equipment in the
it was
desert.
written
If
in
you find any of
Elbed.
my old things, they're yours.
Yeah.
They're in a
Take them
desert.
away with you.
If this kid
think
spoke
I might just
Elbed, I
do
would
that.
clap. I would whoop.
They deserve better than
Did you
getting
just
tossed
say
aside by some salty,
one
spoiled kid.
Knives to
Take them 10.
under what?
I wish this
These
kid spoke
subtitles.
Elbed.
Do you really expect to find his things out there in the middle
Anyway,
of
my
nowhere?
power level is now
I
501.
better be able to.
It's good.
Yay.
After running my mouth like that.
Hey. Does it does it actually matter like when you're playing?
Yep.
Does it?
It affects how much damage you do and like how much you can cleave through enemies and stuff.
I feel like I can do plenty of damage.
What?
I'm
Yeah.
concerned
You can do
about taking more. I'm concerned about like, can I take more? Does my armor ever get better?
I think so. I mean, because you get armor, right? Or you get
The
accessories.
trinkets.
I mean, the answer is get hit less.
Yes,
That's
I'm
not a
aware.
joke. That is actually what the answer is.
I know that's not a joke. Listen,
There's a room you have not gone to.
I mean, you could always play Handmaiden and use the spear and shield, which
Yeah.
is
That's a lot of fun.
great
It's a
weapon.
great weapon, and she has a mobility move that procs all the time.
Oh. Yeah, this looks like a guy with a quest. Look at how he's dressed.
Why, hello. Looks like
This
it's your
guy
first
looks like the
time
Legend
to
of
a humble
Dragoon
home.
guy. They gave him the Legend of Dragoon outfit.
That's exactly
My
what
favorite
I need.
character,
That
Dart.
and some answers to a few
No, where's Dart? I
questions
want to see
have.
Dart. Let me.
A woman
Oh,
who
That's
knows
the
how
Legend
to
of Dragoon outfit.
Fire away, and I'll do my best.
Rumor has it that you bandits might be able
Yeah,
to...
That's the Legend of
dark.
Dragoon outfit. He has the hair too.
Our co-host Jeff
is not happy with what he has played.
Has had a very immediate and violent dislike of Legend of Dragoon.
I assumed that you guys wouldn't like it because there's not a lot. Like they make some attempts to do stuff mechanically in that game, but some of them straight up like are just non-viable.
If you want to know what we know about the
Like Dragoon form is bad.
I also like how it's a different QTE thing.
Yes, that's part of why Dragoon form is bad. Also, certain characters have only bad spells, or some of the spells don't scale. Like Rose's heal is really good in the first disc and is terrible in the rest of the game.
Just say the word. I'll explain everything you need to know.
Zombie Pie, where did you find that thing that said that the first disc of that game takes 20 hours?
I googled it, and that's what the internet said.
Because that's nonsense. That's
I googled.
absurd.
Are you saying that Google lied to me?
I'm saying that
people are bad at video games.
if you spend more than, let's say, 8 hours getting to the first disc, you might be bad at video games.
I am bad at video games. How dare you?
I have also seen people tell me that, like, say that Mass Effect takes like 50 or 60 hours to beat.
Mass Effect 1?
Yes. I'm like, no.
If you do everything, if
You
you
can do
literally 100%
everything.
that game, maybe.
Even if you 100% it, it's still only like
30 to
mid-30s.
40 at most. Every time I've actually finished the when I played the Legendary Edition when that came out, that took me
Near
20
God's
hours,
wrath.
and I
Where
did
is God's
everything
wrath?
except for like the worst
In
side
case you're
quests.
wondering, Darrow is sticking his head in the little thing where the keyboard is supposed to go, but I don't put it there because
Where's God? It said find the monster in God's wrath. Where's the fucking?
I'm gonna take a picture.
Oh, I have to accept. Keep talking to him. Fuck me.
I'm going to share this picture.
Why is there a break in the dialogue?
You ready to see if you?
Yes.
It's like Dark Souls.
Oh, Major.
14 does that a lot.
There's a giant sandstorm in the desert. You've seen it.
But yeah, no, Legend of Dragoon is
boring.
Extremely fine out of 10.
Make it stop.
It's like the definition of a 6, 7 out of 10 game for me.
It was. It looked very cool at the time.
Yes, it has production value, so it didn't get.
Oh, so it's like
sixes.
the
It got
PS1 equivalent. It's the JRPG equivalent of Battle Arena Toshinden.
It was a game that was attempting to compete with Square, but without really understanding why those games were good.
Why compete against someone who's already selling units of your console?
Because why not?
Why make their life harder? Well, actually, you're not making their life harder. They're just kicking the shit out of you, but...
I mean, at some point, it was really just that Japan studio had spent like the last handful of years just helping other people make games, and I think Sony was just throwing them a bone with, you know, making their own IP.
So if you want into the bandit gang,
Which is
Their own
basically their
IP
entire
they did
history.
so much with.
get a certain key, and somehow use that monument.
Well, like I said, I
to
think they spent too much money on production values. And...
Look at this cute puppy.
Near God's wrath, okay.
Sticking his head in there.
That is a dog.
Yeah.
Look
It's
at
the
you
top
with
of a dog's head.
your multicolored keyboard.
Yeah, my yeah. So it's
Gotta have
bad
RGB.
because here's the thing: is that now I'm so used to the gamer lights because they make the letters more visible, and so I just leave the gamer lights on.
My W, A, S, and D are all worn completely off.
I was gonna ask you how old your keyboard is, but mine is over 10 years old at this point, so...
I mean, I got this keyboard when I built this computer, so end of 20.
I think I've told you guys about this. So I think I want to get a non-full keyboard, and this keyboard that I have right now, I like it, but it has linear switches, and I don't think linear switches are for me.
I don't know what that means.
They have they're very sensitive. There's no click.
Oh, like red?
No,
MX
mine's are
Cherry
silver.
Red.
That means
That means there's no click. It
there's
just
no
bottoms
click
out.
whatsoever. It just immediately, well, it.
You don't have to bottom that out, but there's no click telling you like when they're like halfway down or so. When I was concentrating on killing this hedgehog.
M is asking us, based on a drill tweet, what releases we would consider to be the champagne of gaming.
I play by my own
What?
Once again, drill is a master of our time.
I don't know what drill is.
You don't use
I
Twitter.
explained who drill was to you.
Okay.
He's the
I'll take your
internet
word for it.
champion.
It's called a crux and supposed to fit right into
But
the mod and switch it
yeah,
on somehow.
I do like that people are. I do like that Sony has been like, yeah, no, we're not changing the gameplay in Last of Us 2 at all, or Last of Us Part 1 at all. And everyone's like, fantastic.
I just keep seeing all these tweets of like, look at the difference of the original game with this new game. It's totally different. It's like, yo, dog, it's like the fire is there, and then the shadows are there. And like, fucking what the fuck?
Oh, well, like, listen, well, we've got some people watching the stream. We can just...
I never thought you'd be able to do it. So you're the
we
real
can just
deal.
talk
You
shit.
actually got the crux
Because it...
to do it
I once asked someone who was like totally convinced, it's like, I can't believe you got a 3060 Ti, like, you're not going to be able to play games that use ray tracing, and it's like, you know what, fuck you, show me a screenshot of a game with no ray tracing, and then show me that same game on that same screen with ray tracing on. If I can't tell the difference, fuck you.
Played Quake RTX?
So,
Quake 2 RTX?
they did,
So does that mean
God, what was the SCCP game by Remedy? Control. So they did it. They did Control, and they sent me this, and I can't fucking it. Like, there's a difference, sure, but there's not that big of a difference.
It's really good on reflective
is like
surfaces.
the one game that made me go, oh, ray tracing.
Amid Evil is a really good game to play with the ray tracing.
Oh yeah, because that game is all fucking colored lights,
It's
neon
all
hell.
it's very colorful, tons
okay.
of reflective surfaces.
Thank you, Dick
It's
Saban.
huge.
Like I will put it this way, like if a game has DLSS support and ray tracing, I can usually run it fine.
It seems like they were just waiting for the right time to talk to you.
I'm just happy I have a 1660.
So, like, I think ray tracing looks pretty nice, but I don't think it's like. I think if you're looking to buy a graphics card with ray tracing support for the ray tracing, I think that right now it's not really. I think it's. I think you probably shouldn't be doing that.
Because I very much put ray tracing like nice to have, but outside of seeing Quake 2 RTX and going, wow, it's like magic.
It looks very nice in Minecraft.
Oh yeah, that art. Did I really catch him?
Again on the trial. Impressive. You ready to go meet the boss?
No, like if that Minecraft thing applied to every game that put in ray tracing, I'd be sitting here telling you that yes, you should be saving up for one of these, but that's not how it works.
Well, graphics cards are now affordable again.
So, well, they've gone down to MSRP at least.
Hell yeah, Fang! How you doing?
MSRP for this.
Here she is, boss. The new recruit with the crazy powers. It was just like you said.
Oh yeah, Australian lesbians.
I love the first shot of Fangs as her legs. Just show the people what they want.
Glad you could make it. Took you long enough, didn't it?
Yay! The best character from 13 is here.
Some tears for an old friend? Not like I'd expected, though.
I really like early 13 Lightning when she's just fucking angry and is just kind of a cold bitch. I was into it.
Yeah, she's a good
character. And then they didn't know what else to do with that character.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
She's kind of like an older sister to
Hope.
To Hope, and but Hope fucking sucks.
I like late game Hope because they make him very like uncomfortable in social situations in a way that's like, he seems like he sucks and he doesn't know how to talk to people.
Yeah, this kid will end up growing up being a serial killer.
No, he becomes
A bishy scientist.
Sure.
Fancy Bishonen
Order,
scientist.
but ditched him to come out here to be a
And then
gang
God's chosen.
Those priests
And
aren't
then,
exactly
yeah.
my kind of
And then
people.
he's the guy,
I
and then
stuck
he's your
around to look
Cortana.
after Vanille, but then something else came up.
Lightning, I have some pamphlets I'd like you to read.
It's been sealed
Have you
away
heard
for
the good
ages,
word,
though, but
Lightning?
No one's got even close to
Have
it.
you heard about
I was beginning to think I'd
Benevelza?
have to give up. But then you came
Oh
along
God!
and worked
Oh,
your magic
I
with
want
the
to see what.
cross.
Oh man, I can't wait to see. Chris,
Alright.
I really can't wait to see
Everyone
what you
says
think of
that
me of this.
you are now the third
How
person
about
that
a
says,
friend,
"Hey,
Martin?
you know, I know you're like halfway through the game, or you're getting there.
How
Hey,
could I
let
refuse
me
an
know
old
when you
friend?
get to the end of the game."
It'll be like
Like
old
you are now the
times,
third person that's like,
right?
"Hey, send me a text when you reach the end of the game."
Alright.
It is
And the-
legitimately
I'll show
some
you
of
what we have
the
on the
most insane bullshit
lots to talk
in a
about.
JRPG period.
I have
It's
told
What's
phenomenal.
multiple
up to?
people to message me
Inconvenience
when they reach the end of the most recent AI the Somnium Files
Anyway,
game.
we've got ourselves a deal.
Wait,
If
you're talking
you're
about
coming
reaching the
into
end
those
of this
ruins,
game, right?
I'm coming too.
Yes,
Yes.
We'll get that holy clevis and take down anyone
It's
that gets in our way.
wonderful.
It is delightfully batshit.
I don't know, man. The ending of Chrono Cross was something else.
Baby
Wait,
daughter
Wait,
clone.
Fang's gonna be a party member?
Yeah.
What?
Which you can get party members in this game.
Wait,
What?
Why haven't they given you party members before?
I mean, the
Not
what
party.
is it? The Chocobo is technically a party member.
Yeah, but the Chocobo sucks shit.
You do realize that you
Man,
defeated,
don't talk
right?
shit about my Chocobo.
Yet you sure make it
He
sound like it has
casts
nothing to do
air
with it.
on things that absorb air damage.
It's a bird.
It sucks.
It's a bird.
We found the entrance.
Man, if I had a
Isn't
horse
there
that could
one
cast
place
magic,
for-
I wouldn't be angry that it casts the wrong magic.
Is this like how if if you're like, what if my horse could pilot a Gundam that was a horse?
You guys are.
Think about that.
I bet you guys
Yeah.
would. I bet you guys would be fooled by clever Hans. Weirdos.
Take the sand out of your ears.
Perverts.
Clever Hans, this is
This is the.
so.
this is,
Brayden,
do you know, guys? Know what I
Yes.
made a clever Hans reference? Did you?
I know what you're referencing,
know
and I
what Clever
refuse to
Hans is.
engage with it.
I know what horses driving Gundams is. I don't know what Clever Hans is.
Clever
that.
Hans was literally like, they literally just gave the horse like peanut butter or something, like straight up like Mr. Ed, and then some dude hid behind a curtain and pretended to be the horse. And because it was like the 1800s, people were like, "Oh my goodness, this horse doth speak."
It's pretty good.
No, I was just gonna say Clever Hans sounded like a Shadow Hearts NPC.
So like whenever someone claims like, "Oh, I use buttons to teach my dog how to communicate with me, so when he's hungry, he hits the walk button, and that means he understands English." Like it's just Clever
No.
Hans. It's
No.
called it's
Oh,
Clever Hans.
That's
syndrome.
right. Clever Hans is the horse that they like trained to. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, congratulations, you can train animals to respond to stimuli.
Also, it's like that video of like Coco the gorilla didn't actually
Yeah.
speak English. It's like
Yeah.
yeah. The white chocobo gets better in fights as you increase its affection for you.
Yeah.
At max friendship, it uses Ga spells and always hits weaknesses.
a
Okay,
good
but
chocobo.
how do we feel about parrots who know how to count?
I think
Birds are
parrots.
smart.
I'm gonna be again. I'm a fish person, so parrots.
I
and
know. I've
fish-
always said this.
Parrots are sworn enemies to fish. They will fuck you up if you're not careful. Uh-huh.
But yeah, birds are fucking smart.
My grandmother feeds crows, And
Oh, cool.
It's a real problem because they are very, very particular about when they want to be fed.
Yes.
But they've gotten to the point to where her affection with them is so great that they've started giving her gifts.
Yes.
She's been doing it for like
putting points.
she's like 90 years old and she's been doing it for literally 30 years.
Oh, okay. So
That's very good.
She has become the crow maiden.
It's a murder of crows. It's multiple crows
Yes.
that live in the entire neighborhood.
She has mastered the lore of beasts and can cast Flock of Doom, which is one of the best basic damage spells in Total War.
So I've read the Realms of Sorcery PDF. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I'm that guy.
I'm that guy. Hey, man, like, I read all...
Hey, you're running a campaign. I'm just part of one.
I am running a campaign. Also,
This...
I have read
this...
through multiple Planescape source books.
I hated this in Final Fantasy XII, where the fast travel system just displays the name of the location where the fast travel point is, but it doesn't show a map of where you're going. I hate it in 12. I hate it here. Because it's like, I think that's over here?
Yeah, they just expect you to learn the environment. I learned it.
I think I'll go to the Temple of Ruins North Gate. Okay. North Gate. Okay. Yeah, Clever Hans.
Clever Hans.
What about Clever Darrow, the puppy, who licks me in the face because he wants me to feed him? But I'm not going to because my roommate told me not to feed him anything unless she gave explicit permission.
I know Boy, I know that I've said this before, but boy, Hope is a talker in this game.
Yeah? Yeah, he does not shut up. Ever.
Uh-huh.
Is he just as annoying?
In a new way.
To get better.
I've been playing. I've been kind of bouncing back and forth with Dragon's Dogma a little bit, just kind of replaying
Since
that
Jeff has
for
started
funsies.
playing it, and by that I mean Jeff Gersman.
Yes, because Jeff Gersman has finally turned around on Dragon's Dogma 10 years later, whereas I was behind that game from day one.
I think the pawn system is better than the Gambit system in 12.
They're two very different things.
I find it more satisfying and easier to use.
Okay, you know, in the spirit of cooperation, I will say that they are both trying to solve the same problem.
Yes. And I will say, yeah, boy, I had to turn off pawns talking because they do not shut up.
Yes,
And
that is the one.
I have played that game enough times that I do
Set
not
it
need-
ablaze.
Yeah.
It's weak
Tis
to fire.
weak to fire. Wolves hunt in packs.
Aught we can do, Arisen?
There is aught of use here.
Repetitive NPC.
The
down
mask works
is
all. You can't
very
go
annoying.
wrong.
Yeah, it's good. I don't know your promise.
I think the shit that is broken about Dragon's Dogma, or just like the part of that game that feels like no one understood how to make an open world RPG.
My favorite part of that game, and it's also the biggest flaw of the game, is the fact that it does not give a shit about telling a story until the very last level.
And then it tells the most story.
It tells the most story in a very, 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 very short amount of time. Holy shit, it is so much easier to have Fang in combat. Holy fuck, it's so much more efficient to have two characters.
You get to control Thing at all, or does
No.
she just do her own thing?
Nope.
Nope.
Dog has jumped off my lap and is now on my bed.
I think I have.
I am anti pets on bed.
In this case, this guy is small enough. A, he's not my pet. He ain't sleeping on my bed.
Let's save.
And also he's small enough that it's not like he sheds that much hair. And my sister's dog is a golden doodle and doesn't shed at all. But I have had to push him off the bed multiple times. Because he is a 50-pound, very warm creature who will put all of his weight on my shins.
Fang, there's one thing I need to know.
And
Why would you want to
that
see
is
the
not
souls
conducive
of
to
the
good
dead?
sleep.
What exactly are you
Can't
planning on
imagine.
doing with the clavis?
Me? I'm not the one who wants the damn thing. I wouldn't even know what to do with it. It's Vanille who needs
But yeah,
it. For some reason, when we woke up from the crystal, she picked up some strange new ability. Now she hears the voices of
Yeah,
the
we
dead.
saw Vanille. She's.
Can pick up on all the feelings of
It's
those
a
souls
very
that are
funny
trapped
scene where you go to Vanille. It's like,
According to
hey,
her,
Lightning, I'm so happy to see you. Oh,
Hello.
by the way, I can hear the souls of the dead.
On the
Look at this
Bible, I
horrible
can hear
giant
the dead.
swarm of the dead voices that talk
They
to me.
scream forever in agony.
interested in her. If Vanille gets that holy
And then she goes back to being Vanille. It's like, I hope to see you again. You're one of my best friends. It's like, what the fuck just happened?
Plans to gather all the souls of the dead? Why? To save them?
Yeah, before we go more inside, I need to shout at you by this extremely windy door.
Under their orders, aren't you? High and mighty savior.
I wouldn't assume anything if I were you. I'm not here for the order. It seems like you don't see eye to eye with them, though. Care to share?
That's a story for later. Come on, we're wasting
This
time
is
we
like the
don't
third
have.
time that Fang has had some sort of weird relationship with some sort of religious or bureaucratic order and refuses to talk about it.
A door. It's got something good behind it.
Fucking
Or I'm not a bandit.
game.
I'm thinking that maybe a savior can get it open. Let's go see what you can do. I'll let you know when we're there.
Yeah, Vanilla's the people pleaser. Fang has to pick up the pieces.
Yes.
But yeah, I understand why people like Vanille and Fang as characters. Square's inability to just make them lesbians is the biggest problem with them as characters. 1 minute.
I thought they had more of a sibling relationship, at least in the first 13.
They're cousins.
I have heard
Fang's right, you know.
Fang and Vanille referred to as lesbians several times from more than just this chat.
Let's not get too cocky.
I'm
Brad,
always little.
cutest guy in school.
What?
Not a bad victory.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Isn't that what I'm here for? Maybe I can
You
undo
made a
those
reference
seals
and I didn't get it.
It's a reference to the original.
Because I use my head. Like noticing that if we open up all those doors, we're inviting the order
Original
to walk
13
right
or
into.
what?
It's the original dub of Sailor Moon
Yeah.
when
Well.
Neptune and Uranus were cousins.
Yes, cousins.
Anyway,
That just makes it worse.
it makes it funnier because Sailor Moon's pretty gay. And part of that has to do with the fact that Tuxedo Mask sucks, but you know.
Remember the details of each door.
Oh, I was told about
kind
this
here is what
dungeon.
we call a time door. You've got to be careful around these
Right.
days.
All
It'll
these
open on
fucking
its own,
doors.
or close with you inside. All based on the time of day.
Sure.
Even that route that we just came along will be sealed off at a different
Wait,
time.
times doors? That this sounds like a
Oh, yes, I remember this.
I was warned
Oh,
about this.
Fucking Majora's Mask bullshit.
Although once again, I don't remember spending much time here. Like it's kind of.
I was told
Did it?
that this, depending on the time of day, it is either really easy or really hard, is what I was told.
And this is following the in-game clock, right?
Yes.
No more lies, just the truth.
Easy with time stop. Okay.
Yeah, isn't that just an EP cost? Time stop, or am I misremembering?
Yeah. Time stop is neat. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then that's probably why I didn't struggle here.
I don't have time stop.
Yes,
oh,
you do.
yeah, chronostasis. Why don't you guys use the proper term for it then? You weirdos.
Oh, sorry. It's almost like I played this game literally 5 years ago.
I took the liberty of checking the orders.
Alright, I'll be back in a second.
Neil and Fang woke up from their stasis about 13 years.
I was bored anyway.
It appears they were both being held at the Order's main cathedral in Luxarian. But according to the records, Fang fled the Order shortly after.
Those two were bound.
Fang leaving a creepy religious order after we literally fought to destroy one? That doesn't sound creepy. That doesn't sound unfounded at all.
I can't imagine what would have made Fang leave Vanille behind on her own. Something important.
I'm getting strange readings from that skeleton statue. If you destroy the statue, you may...
Let's have some fun.
Just there are times when there's so many particles on the screen where it's barely coherent. Like, I can barely tell what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Just there's so much shit on the screen.
Without any sort of plan, you may find yourself in
So,
trouble.
like a JRPG.
See, it's like a bad thing.
I've been trying to gather what information I can on these ruins, but it's no good. There are no records left from the time they were built. We don't even know who built them or why, for that matter.
Oh shit.
It's all menus anyway.
Chaos has distorted both space and time.
Did I already fuck this up?
Ah, you're fine.
Do you just keep going forward? Is that what I should do?
Sure. I think you probably overthink this game too much.
Yeah, maybe. Just sending someone a message. Yeah, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Like, you didn't pick up the random shit in the dungeon. Oh no, oh lord, whatever will I do with my life?
Find the Clavis if I could find out more about who built these ruins and why. But it looks like that's simply not.
It's hard
You have to go the rest of your life knowing you didn't perfect Lightning Returns.
Oh no, gosh, golly. Whatever shall I do with my life?
Your tune may change once you see the end.
So I guess I'll have to play New Game Plus. I will be enlightened when I play New Game Plus. You sound like the people who told me that writing a review for 10-2 without seeing the true ending is intellectual dishonesty.
Doesn't that require you to do 100%, which
Yes.
is like a ridiculous?
And I said no, no fucking thank you.
How significantly different is the true ending of 10-2
Changes
from...
the entire ending and narrative framework of the 10 franchise because it brings back Titus.
Oh.
Spoilers.
I thought Titus came back in the regular ending. I already knew he could come back in some way in that game.
I think that makes me the oldest hag on the Not that I'll ever act my age.
I've always thought, I've never actually played 10-2, but I kind of always thought of it as a fan game, like just a separate thing anyway.
The reason 10-2 ultimately led to the Lightning Returns, the dress sphere.
Yeah, like the actual mechanics of 10-2 seem pretty interesting.
They are.
I
just don't like the game around.
I'll pop the high first. It's like people who, like, you know, there are people who actually enjoy, there are people who say they enjoy playing, 10 and, you know...
They're psychopaths, I understand.
And they do the lightning dodges and do all of it. To which I say, those people are not people I enjoy talking to. I will not.
I thought you were going to stop at people. Those people are not people.
I didn't enjoy, like, the dodging lightning or anything, but I liked the combat of 10. I had fun with it.
Do I have a game for you?
Lost Odyssey?
Tokyo Mirage Session.
I also enjoyed the combat of that.
I'm not gonna lightning dodge. I'm not lightning dodging.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You don't need to.
I didn't really do lightning dodging.
Not a good use of your time.
How do you feel about Digital Devil Saga?
I've never played it. I've been meaning to.
Huh. That seems like a game you might like a lot.
Man, there's a lot of JRPGs.
Yeah. What's your favorite JRPG?
Final Fantasy Tactics. Favorite game.
But like, it's not like a tactics. Cause like in my head, like Final Fantasy games like Fire Emblem and Final Fantasy Tactics, games where you like do level up characters, but it's always in like
what
a
the fuck is
turn-based
this
strategy
guy's
game
deal?
context. Always seem like different things.
It's a different. I mean,
like a different genre
entirely. Subgenres.
That's whatever floats your boat, man. The people who say they enjoy that kind of stuff, like whatever floats your boat. I'm not here to say that, but like saying that it's some sort of like thing that everybody needs to do or should do. No, thank you. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, Earth Eater is actually a very hard fight. I remember this guy. Oh, you're a person, Dick David. However you pronounce your name. You just have terrible taste in video games.
Yeah, this guy's kicking my ass. You guys weren't lying. This is hard.
It's a very hard fight.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello.
I was wondering why the dog was hanging out in my room, and it's because my roommate appears to be doing like woodworking in the garage.
What the fuck?
I mean, who among us has not done woodworking at midnight?
Who amongst us could say?
I was not
But the
prepared
first
for this.
one who has not done woodworking cast the first stone. How does that go?
Yeah, I was not prepared for this. If I die on this, I might call it a stream, and I'm going to be busy tomorrow, so I can't make any promises about being able to stream tomorrow.
And my squad.
Yeah. Full blood squad.
Squad.
SWAT. Okay.
But also, I guess it's a free weekend of Hell Let Loose. And I've been told that game is very fun if you have a squad.
I had a hard time reading anything in Hell Let Loose. And like after looking a lot of information up about it, that is a game you have to.
I saved pretty close to that, but
dedicate.
I'm gonna say that I need to play around with stuff before I do that again. So we'll call it a stream. I've been doing this for 2.5 hours. It is midnight almost where I'm at.
Midnight.
You made
It's
progress.
almost 2:30 a.m.
No. We'll just load up the old save. It's just a little bit of walking. It's
I'm saying you did good.
Yeah.
He did seem almost dead.
Yeah. If I actually had I didn't realize that there was going to be like a mini boss. I should have anticipated a mini boss, but it's almost as if I have a party composition for just dealing with trash mobs, and then a party composition for actually playing the game competently. Yeah, it's a first try. All right. Well, dog. Like, I think I ended up making the same mistake that Relkin said I was going to make, which is I'm gonna have like entire days where I got jack shit to do, or I'm just doing the most.
That's not a
boring,
mistake. That's just
boring.
That's
Time to get all them. What is it? Prime monsters or whatever.
Omegas, I think.
Oh God, I don't want to do that shit.
And you can fight a Reshkigal.
I don't want to do that shit. Actually, that's a good question. What are the super bosses that I have actually beaten in Final Fantasy history?
I'm trying to think, like, in general, how much it takes a lot for me to want to do a post game.
I want to look at this.
I beat the Adra Dragon and all of the stuff in.
Okay, let's look at this. I defeated Warmac in the original NES version of Final Fantasy I. I did not play the weird optional stuff in 2, so I did not get the super boss in 2. I have not yet played 3. I have not reached a point where I feel like I can do the stuff in 4. We're going to pretend that the weird Lost Babel Evangelion super boss does not exist. I did beat Omega in Final Fantasy V, but I used cheese tactics.
Whatever, that's 5.
Win's a win.
So I couldn't beat Kaiser Dragon because I played the Pixel Remaster and they took out the fucking Dragon's Den content in the Pixel Remaster, which feels weird and stupid because the iOS port had the Dragon's Den. And that's just a weird choice.
Did you get Doom Gaze when you were playing recently?
I did get Death Gaze.
Death Gaze.
The thing about Death Gaze, though, is that it runs away and it keeps the damage, so it's kind of like Ziamat in 12.
Didn't Ultimate Weapon work that way as well when you're chasing through the sky in 7?
Yeah, but Ultimate Weapon's not the actual... Well, actually, Ultimate Weapon would be considered the super boss in the original release of the game, but then you have Ruby and Emerald Weapon.
Emerald.
So I've beaten Ruby Weapon because there's a bit of a cheese tactic with Ruby Weapon. Ruby Weapon is susceptible to paralyze, so you can just put Ruby Weapon in paralysis and just So my technique with Ruby Weapon is usually have 2 characters that are capable of constantly casting paralysis on the tentacles and then just attacking it in the center, which is...
I just did the thing where I cast Knights of the Round Table, or no, not Knights of the Round Table, because that one doesn't work with that method, but I cast some summon forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, you can do that too, but yeah, Knights of the Round.
Knights of the Round Table specifically, I think, is the one that like it doesn't function with that.
Well,
Whatever
remember,
thing it is that
depending
lets
on...
you do
There
it,
are
like, 8
certain
times in a row.
bosses in the game where if you use Knights of the Round, it makes the Sephiroth, Bizarro Sephiroth harder. I believe
I'll
that's
take
one
your
of
word for it.
them. Not played before... Well, no, I've not played before Crisis. Oh, right, there is a Super Boss in Remake. I didn't think Pride and Joy Prototype was actually hard. What's the other one? Crisis Core. Minerva, no. I have beaten Omega and Ultima Weapon in 8. I've not beaten Ozma.
Big giant Jumbo Cactuar? Jumbo Cactuar? In Final Fantasy VIII?
Yeah, totally. Fun fact, the original Eidos PC port even had the Chocobo minigame. I haven't beaten Ozma. I have not beaten Penance, because I cannot be fucked to do the Dark Aeon shit. Fuck that.
How do you feel about Yazamat?
I have gotten to Angra Mainyu in 10-2. I was not able to beat it. We're not going to talk about Absolute Virtue in 11. Yazamat. So I made a dent on Yazamat, and then I realized that I was behind my target or behind my progress in terms of just beating 12. And so I said, I could probably do this, but I'm not.
That's the right choice.
I'm looking at this dude. He has over 50 million hit points.
Yeah.
I remember that there was a boss in 12 that had an absurd amount of health.
There are a couple bosses that in the original version it would take like, not kidding, like an hour.
This Wikipedia page says at least an hour to kill it, probably more.
Yep.
And the original game's damage cap was 99.99.
Yep.
And so that's stupid.
I did not beat Vercingetorix in 13, but I got very close. I just got to the point where I was...
Did you beat the Wangui?
I did. It's just a battle of attrition. As long as you know how to stagger that fucking thing, it's not that
I just spammed Vanille's death spell.
Yeah. Vanille's death spell also gets it done.
For Yazamat, you can also just set up your gambits correctly and put the controller down and go get lunch.
So that's supposedly what that's supposedly what a lot of people do. I just hate how long the super boss entry on the Final Fantasy Wikia fandom is for 15. I just fucking just a bunch of fucking dumb bullshit. Go fight the monster and they get progressively harder.
I can't wait to play that.
15?
Yeah, I'm gonna play it this year.
Some people really like that game. I don't know.
Reki really likes that game.
Who?
Reki is
Friend
wrong.
Of the show, Reki Willis.
Reki is wrong.
I believe it. Yeah.
Look, I'm going to just make it very clear. I am going to, if I play 15, I'm playing the Windows edition to where I can use Steam Workshop and mod that game into fucking oblivion. Noctis is going to be Sora. Mark my fucking words. I'm going to make a mockery of a game that is a mockery.
I'm still not, like, what happens in that game? Anything?
That's a great question.
It seems like there's... Okay.
Anyways.
Bros go on a road trip. A broad trip.
Also, it doesn't matter because they didn't finish it, so...
They literally tapped out and said...
People who really like 15...
remember how they were like... Actually, we're not going to finish making the post-release DLC for this?
Well, it sound. Yeah, we don't need to start this. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. I don't know if I will be streaming tomorrow. Definitely will stream on Sunday, and I'll do a better job about being that fucking bullshit. Anyways, thank you all for being here. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.